Hi fans of high quality entertainment. Today's video is 20 of the most overplayed classic rock songs on US radio. I just noticed it's from this year, 2025, but when I put it in, I asked Grok for, which is AI. The only time I like to use AI these days is, to ask a question. Not that they always get it perfectly right anyway. But they replied back with the list, and they said, based on airplay data from media-based tracking spins across over 180 US markets on classic rock stations, here are the 20 most played classic rock songs through August 2025. These tracks dominate the airwaves, with 80s hits making up the majority. And so I'm going to show the 20 songs, and then I'm going to rank them from my least favorite to my favorite. Thank you. So here we go. Number 20 is, and I won't say too much about each song until I do the ranking. Number 20 is Billy Idol, White Wedding. When I was working, the last job I had, I was there for a few years, and they always had the radio station on. And that was one of the worst things about the job because, you were forced to listen to music sometimes you didn't want to listen to. And or they would play songs that you actually liked and overplay them. So one song I noticed missing from this list is Tom Petty's Free Falling. I heard that so much, and it is a great song, but I never need to hear it again because I heard it hundreds of times when I was working. And besides work related, I never listen to the radio, I have a CD player in my car. I have an older car, of course. Today's cars don't have CD players for the most part. But yeah, I never listened to the radio. So number 20, Billy Idol, White Wedding. Number 19, Journey, Don't Stop Believin'. Yeah, I heard that a lot on the radio. And Billy Idol, not as much for Billy Idol. Number 18, Rock You Like a Hurricane by Scorpions, I would hear once in a while. You Shook Me All Night Long. Yep, they played that quite a bit. Number 16, I Love Rock and Roll. Heard that quite a few times. Number 15, Another Brick in the Wall, Part 2. Yep. I can't disagree with it. I don't think I can disagree with any of these songs. All of these I've heard a lot on the radio when I had to listen to the radio. Aerosmith, Dream On. Pour Some Sugar on Me, Def Leppard. Carry On Wayward Son, Kansas. Aerosmith, Sweet Emotion. Sweet Home Alabama, Lynyrd Skynyrd. Top 10. Number 9, Boston, More Than a Feeling. Number 8, We Will Rock You. And number 7, We Are the Champions. I kind of, those two usually go together, at least here when they were played on the radio. They would play both songs, but, it might be different elsewhere. And that's the thing, too, about radio. For instance, Tom Petty or even Queen, they had at least a dozen hit singles, right? But you would usually only hear like 2 or 3 of them on the radio, and they would just repeat them over and over and over. Number 6, Ozzy Osbourne, Crazy Train. Number 5, Bon Jovi, You Give Love a Bad Name. Number 4, Here I Go Again, Whitesnake. I'll talk about that later. Sweet Child O' Mine by Guns N' Roses. Number 3. Number 2, Guns N' Roses again, Welcome to the Jungle. So what do you think is number 1? It's Bon Jovi, Living on a Prayer. So really, these 20 songs, like I said, most of them, and I haven't worked in I think about 4 years. And, this is the most played songs for 2025. So they're still basically playing the same, the same songs I was hearing a lot on the radio, 4 or 5 years ago. And so now, here they are in order from my least favorite to my favorite of these overplayed songs. And I'm also curious what song or two that is played a lot in your area that wasn't on this list, from the, classic rock era. And what would be your least favorite song on this list and your favorite song on the list? Or you could even rank these, all 20 if you like to. Be interested in your opinion. So the worst for me is Sweet Child of Mine. And, back when it first came out, I didn't mind the song. I didn't hate Guns N' Roses back in the day. And I even bought one of their albums, Use Your Illusion, both of those albums. And I didn't mind them. But I think that is probably the most overplayed song, at least for me, when I was working and the radio was always on. I think every day I heard that song and that intro, the guitar by Slash, it would just drive me up a wall. I didn't mind the song at first, but they overplay these songs so much, you end up hating them, right? So that's number 20. Don't Stop Believin', just never been a fan of that song. Here I Go Again by Europe. No, by Whitesnake. Number 17, Rock You Like a Hurricane, Scorpions. An okay song, but definitely overplayed on the radio. Pour Some Sugar on Me. I didn't mind that song back in the 80s, but just very tired of it, thanks to radio. Number 15, Another Brick in the Wall Part 2. Never been one of my favorite Pink Floyd songs. Number 14, I Love Rock and Roll. So they're getting better, right? Yeah, it was a good song, but definitely overplayed. Number 13, Living on a Prayer. I actually don't mind a couple of Bon Jovi songs, and that is a good song, but I've heard enough of it. Number 12, Sweet Home Alabama. Good song, but overplayed. Number 11, You Give Love a Bad Name. A very good song, but radio killed it. Number 10, Welcome to the Jungle. I even kind of don't mind it today, and I don't think it definitely wasn't played as much here in where I live as much as Sweet Child of Mine. Number 9, We Are the Champions. I still, definitely overplayed, but it's a great song. And I always do say, you can't blame a good song. You can't fault a really good song because it's overplayed on the radio. But still, do you want to hear it when you've heard it so much? Number 8, We Will Rock You. You Shook Me All Night Long. Great song, but overplayed. Number 6, Carry On Wayward Son. Yeah, that wouldn't be played as much as some of the other ones on the list, so I still really do like the song a lot. And the top 5, my 5 favorites. Number 5, Crazy Train, Ozzy Osbourne. I'm not tired of that song. Number 4, More Than a Feeling. I still like it anytime I have heard it on the radio. Number 3, Aerosmith, Dream On. Great song. My second favorite song, White Wedding, Billy Idol. And my number 1 favorite song, even though it is overplayed on the radio, I still, love it today. It is Sweet Emotion by Aerosmith. Yeah, just a fantastic song. So that is my ranking of the 20 most overplayed songs in 2025 on US radio. And I would love your thoughts. If any of you want to rank the songs, please go ahead. And I look forward to the comments below. And, or what is your favorite and least favorite of these 20 songs? And also, like I said, what is another really overplayed song in your area, of classic rock songs that isn't on this list? I'd be curious to know. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Goodbye.